Hi, I'm Pam Stevens, and this is Herbalistics. Founded in 2016, Herbalistics' mission is to use the power of plants to support individual health and well-being. As a classical flutist who works in all types of musical settings, I am most commonly asked by singers, "Hey, you're studying herbs. I need something to keep my voice healthy. Do you have anything?" For years, I've wanted to answer that question with an affirmative yes. And that is the reason and the motivation that drives me to create the product I'm presenting to you today. The human voice has the power to influence what people think of us. It is our identifying sound that is recognized by others. We use it to sing, communicate, tell stories, project our moods, alert others, and entertain ourselves. It reflects who we are. There is no other voice exactly like yours. It's unique to you. It is our most valuable instrument. My goal is to create a vocal health product that supports this valuable instrument of ours. Let's talk about the anatomy involved. The main organ to consider in vocal health is the larynx. It is involved in breathing, sound production, and tracheal projection. The larynx is made up of cartilage, joints, ligaments, and muscles. It houses the voice box and includes the vocal folds, or cords as they're called. The vocal folds are responsible for producing vibrations that create sound and are controlled by the vagus nerve. The goal of vocal wellness is to keep all of the components functioning at their best level. This process begins with the air supply and the ability to take a good breath. Strong abdominal and diaphragmatic support comes into play at this point. Attention should be given to respiratory health and the ability of the lungs and the diaphragm to perform optimally. Keeping the air supply muscles flexible and healthy is a goal in vocal wellness. Once air is received into the lungs, the diaphragm will push the air up into the larynx, where the vocal folds will vibrate to create sound. Flexibility and lubrication are critical goals that this process should strive to maintain. Resonance is another role to consider. The pharynx, sinus, and body cavities all contribute to sound production. Keeping these airways clear, healthy, lubricated, and flexible will be part of the vocal health process. Another thing to consider is the neurological support. The brain's speech centers are located in the left cerebral hemisphere. Vocal signals come from the right hemisphere. Supporting these neural pathways that are part of speech production is another consideration for vocal wellness. With all that said, general immune health is being included in this product as well. Historical views of vocal health reveal how these 10 herbs were traditionally used. Herbs specifically used for the larynx or laryngitis include aconite drops, Stillingia liniment, collinsonia, panthorum, and sanguinaria. The methods of administration have included gargles, sprays, and packs to the throat. Thomas used aqueous tinctures of lobelia and sanguinaria to produce nausea and to function as an expectorant. My goal is to not create nausea. However, I did find some useful input on sanguinaria. Sanguinaria combined in limited quantities with hydrastis and lobelia may be used in chronic catarrh and nasal polypus. Ellingwood recommended aconite, belladonna, baptisia, echinacea, and collinsonia. Aconite and belladonna for congestion. Belladonna equalizes circulation, and baptisia or echinacea can be used if the tongue is coated with yellow or brown coating. Perhaps the most useful support I found was from Felter. According to Felter, collinsonia is the most effective medicine we have for laryngitis and was traditionally known as minister's sore throat. Some of these herbs can be toxic at certain levels. These toxic level herbs would be of more use to individualized treatment of a single client. Therefore, I am not including them in this generalized formula. The one historical herb that I will include in this formula is collinsonia. I found the historical information on this herb to be useful for a vocal health product. I feel it's important to include an herb that has such a rich history of use for minister's sore throat. Historical views reveal that the concept of vocal health include resting the voice, hydrating the tissues, avoiding smoking, alcohol, and clearing the throat, and some immune and neurological support. The key roles of vocal wellness, as you can see here on this page, include lubrication of the vocal tract and folds, elasticity and flexibility of the tissues used in voice production, clear airways, healthy respiration, maintaining open and resonant cavities, and well-functioning neural pathways. The primary and secondary actions shown here will support these desired goals. There are two formats I considered: tea and extract. My target audience will be people who use their voice as a profession. Examples include singers, lecturers, voiceover artists, speakers, instructors, teachers, salespeople, lawyers, clergy people, actors, receptionists, politicians, and telemarketers, to name several. Professionals may not have the time or the equipment to brew a tea. Extracts allow for optimal absorption. They bring on quicker changes in the body, have a long shelf life, are more concentrated, easier to work with, combine well in formulation, can be easy with or without water, and are convenient to carry. Because I want results on contact, an extract would work best. My key action is hydration. Even though some of these extracts would contain alcohol and may be considered drying, they would still have quite a bit of hydration, especially the glycerite extracts. Therefore, I am going with an extract spray as the method of delivery. Let's get to the stars of the formula. I have chosen 6 primary herbs, as listed here. As you can see, I prioritize the herbs according to the desired action. Many of the herbs in the formula support more than one function, and you can read that list. I'll hover on this slide for just a moment. Listed here are the secondary herbs. Again, many of these herbs in the formula support more than one function. And ginger is added to balance out the energetics and create a nice smell and taste. The chart on the left is a visual representation of the allotment of herbal extracts in this formula, starting with marshmallow as the most abundant, down to ginger as the least abundant quantity. The chart on the right shows the actual formula. This formula contains many herbs by design, and the dosing, the daily dosing, is 9 milliliters. 9 milliliters can be considered a lot in one day. However, each of the herbs is a small quantity and within the daily suggested range, according to Carrie Bone and David Winston. The small quantities will ensure that no one herb is taken in excess. And in order to mask the bitter flavor of the herbs, I chose glycerites for 3 of the herbs. I had the option of choosing a glycerite for echinacea, but decided against it. I wanted to maintain the higher concentration, or ratio, of extract in order to receive the maximum immune-enhancing actions. At the bottom, you can see the safety precautions. Only 3 of the herbs needed the safety disclaimer. I will include these on the label and or the packaging. In compliance with FDA and GMP guidelines, these carefully worded claims will be part of the marketing and promotional materials. These statements are true and are designed to educate and inform the public on how and when to use the vocal spray. Herbalistics welcomes its newest product, Harmonic Tonic. Here you will see the support language that will be used for marketing Harmonic Tonic. This is an example mock-up of a label that will be placed on the glass amber bottle. Again, we welcome Harmonic Tonic to the family of plant-based wellness products Herbalistics offers. I thank you for your attention and ask that you put your money where your voice is. Support Harmonic Tonic and it will support your greatest instrument. Be well.